Hi, welcome to Open House this year. Um, my name is Alexa Lynn and I am teaching Algebra 1. Again, Alexa Lynn, I am building 1, room 210. Here is my email if you do need to contact me this year, lynnaz@scps.k12.fl.us. About me, I am from Ohio, so I graduated from a high school in Ohio. And then I went to college at Kent State University and got my bachelor's in integrated mathematics. Experience teaching, I have taught pre-algebra, I've taught Algebra 1 Honors, Algebra 1 Standards, Algebra 1 Standard, and Algebra 1 with support facilitation. And I've also taught Algebra 2. Course outline. So there are 5 units that we're going to be doing throughout the year. Unit 1, which we're covering now, is numbers, expression, polynomials. Unit 2 is equations and functions. Unit 3 is linear relationships. Unit 4 is sequences and exponential relationships. And Unit 5 is quadratic expressions and equations. Materials needed. I talked to the students a lot about this the first day of school. Because of COVID and we're not sharing items, it's really important that kids are bringing their own supplies to classroom every day. So the students need 2 1-inch 3-ring binder with pockets. The first day of school, I passed out a binder to everybody. It says 2 binders per semester. So every day kids come in, we add to their binder. It's going to get pretty full at the end of the first semester. So they're welcome to get a new one for the second semester. Binder dividers are optional to help organize our notebooks. Notebook paper, pencils, colored pencils, highlighters, earbuds, and then really important is this calculator. It's called the TI-30XA. This is the calculator that we are using in Algebra 1. Why we use this is because this is the calculator that kids are permitted to use on their EOC course exam at the end of the year. Okay, so 3 things I told the kids that are especially important to bring to class every day is their math binders, a pencil, and their calculator. Grading, this is how I break down the grading for my classroom. 80% is what we do the majority of class, 20% is their 9 weeks exam. And then down here you do see this 30% at the very end of the year. Their final grade, 30% of that is going to be their Algebra 1 FSA end of course exam score. Okay, so it does say we're 30% of the student's overall final grade. The majority of the grading is going to be in this 80% category. So you can see things that are broken down. Kids do have a practice assignment after every day of notes that I am having them submit via eCampus. Quizzes and tests this year are going to be done online for homework because of COVID. And then participation points. I am doing participation points this year, so every day kids get 10 points per day. So I see them 2 or 3 times a week. That averages out to be about 20 to 30 points a week. To get participation points, students just have to be in class and on task. If points are deducted per day, I do give a brief explanation why in the comments, and you can see that on Skyward. And here is our grading scale. Instructional methods, so resources kids have available to them this year. The main one is the classroom notebook that we build during class. So every day I do give my own notes. Kids will come in, get notes, practice, and then an exit ticket kind of activity. Other resources that students have available to them are Khan Academy. It looks like this tile. This can be found through their portal in Algebra Nation. The first day of school, I did pass out an Algebra Nation book to everyone. It's a consumable, so it's theirs to keep. They are able to write in it. There is an online component to that, and again, this can be found in the portal, and the tile looks like this. Homework. Again, because of COVID, I'm not going to be collecting anything this year, so everything is going to be submitted on eCampus. So students should be submitting all practice assignments in eCampus. The majority of work will be completed in class. So even though they have to submit things online, there is time in class for them to do so. And then tests and quizzes will be taken online in eCampus this year. Again, due to COVID, I already stated that. Students will be completing these quizzes at home. Also, part of the reason for this is because we do have Seminole Connect students this year taking class online. So I just wanted to make testing fair to every student this year. Extra help. My office hours are Monday from 2:20 to 3:20 in my room and also on WebEx, and of course upon request. And then Mu Alpha Theta tutoring. This is a really cool thing that Oviedo has to offer. This is a student based organization. So kids who are, for example, seniors who are taking calculus or pre-calculus, that do peer tutoring. So this happens on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2:30 to 3:30. This year it's only happening via WebEx. This hasn't started yet. It normally starts in September. So I will give kids more information on that to come. FSA Algebra EOC, so Florida State Assessment or End of Course Exam. They're the same test. This is taken in May at the end of the year. You guys can read through this here. Students are required to pass the Algebra 1 course, so my class with a D or higher, to earn high school credit. Students must also pass the FSA with a level 3 or higher as a graduation requirement. FSA is counted as 30% of the student's final grade. Again, we touched on that during the grading portion. And FSA is given during the fourth quarter, which is normally the month of May. Okay. The system that we have outlined for Algebra 1, we do get pretty high pass rates, I would say, for Seminole County, are one of the higher pass rates for Seminole County. So as long as kids are coming to my class every day and doing what I'm asking them to do, they should be able to pass the FSA exam at the end of the year, or at least be prepared to pass that exam at the end of the year. Okay, and that's the PowerPoint that I have for you all. One other thing I wanted to show you guys is my eCampus page. Since this year is going to be heavy on eCampus. Let me make it student view. Oh, that's not good. Leave student view. What's happening here? All right, sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened, but this is what my eCampus page looks like. So it says Algebra 1 Honors Lynn. For whatever reason, they're calling all high school Algebra 1 classes this year honors. Okay. There's two buttons you have to the side, home and modules. As you can see, I have it broken down for so my Seminole Connect students. Today I am recording this on Tuesday, August 25th. I change this daily. Kids click here to access the lesson. So what we did today was 1.3 evaluating expressions. They can find their blank notes here. This is what my in-class kids are getting. And then they can also find completed notes in case they have missed anything. My expectation of the Seminole Connect, though, is to print the blank copy and fill it in as I fill it in with my in-class students. Then, of course, if anybody has missed anything, here's my completed notes. And then video notes, this is just a fail-safe for technology this year. I am going to try to have all the videos up. All right. And then next tab is practice assignment. Again, kids at home are putting their blank practice assignment, or if an in-class kid is absent, this is where they can find their appropriate materials. I talked about all students should be submitting practice assignments this year. Big red button at the bottom says submit practice assignment here. Students click on this, submit assignment, they take a picture of it, they choose a file to upload, and that's how they submit their assignment there. Okay. And then Also, in this tab are extra resources. So these are just Khan Academy videos that kids can click on and watch if they needed more explanation on the topic we went over that day. Just to walk you through a little bit more what I have on my eCampus page. Again, Seminole Connect students, this is my WebEx. So they click here to get on my WebEx. I do teach in real time, so my WebEx students are hearing what I am saying to my in-class students. About the course, this has my syllabus, so you can print this if you would like. It is here for you. And then the supply list, which is again in the syllabus. Course description, Algebra 1 is required for high school graduation and students must pass the FSA exam. And then this just reads through this just reads through what we will be learning this year in Algebra 1. Materials needed, again, here's that calculator, and then there's that grading average calculation. Okay. So I'm going to go back home. That's my About the Course button. Additional resources. We already talked about students have Khan Academy and Algebra Nation available to them. Contact me has my email. For my support facilitated classes, Ms. DePietro's email is on here as well in my office hours. Seminole Connect, this is just another button getting the Seminole Connect kids into WebEx. And then Ms. DePietro's additional support button is right here. The main button that we're using for this year are assignments and due dates. So if we click here for weekly agenda. So it is kind of goofy this year because we are on block scheduling. So hopefully this helps with any confusion. But as you can see, we are in week 2. You can see what the students are going to be doing this week. If they are first period, second through fourth period, or 5th through 7th period. You can also see I have highlighted in yellow when quizzes are due. Okay. That will be updated weekly. Also, there are your 5 units on here that we are doing throughout the year. So right now we're on Unit 1, Numbers, Expressions, and Polynomials. Unit 1 is broken down into 2 modules. Right now we are on Module 1. When Module 1 is over, there will be a quiz over Module 1, quiz over Module 2, and then a test over both of them. So if I click on Module 1, that brings me here to my modules, which you can also access. If I was home, I can access that just by clicking on modules here. I have also broken this down by weeks so everybody can see what we're doing weekly. We are on week 2. We're doing 1.2 real numbers, 1.3, and 1.4 notes. And then again, I think I already went over, for example, if I click on 1.1 real numbers, you can find the blank notes, you can find a video of the notes, the practice assignment, where to submit the practice assignment, and extra resources. Okay, that is all I have for you all. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Again, you can find my email. Nope, not on that button. Contact me. You can find my email here. Ms. DePietro's email is right below. Okay. Have a great night.